What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Mass Effect 3. So let's get this thing going nice and fast. If you could take a second to just leave a like and a comment and help me feed the video into the algorithm, I would greatly appreciate that. We're going to start with the rounds on the Normandy, then we're going to quickly check out the galaxy. New maps have opened up, and then we're going to head on back to the Citadel and take care of that Volus Ambassador ding call-like that we just learned about. First things first,
Traynor,
though.
if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
And she wanted to play some games with us. Should be fun. See how good she is, I guess.
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this.
Same, actually.
Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play.
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
Most certainly.
Simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge.
Yeah, you're secretly like a chess champion or something, aren't you? This smells like a setup, and I know because I hustled the engineers in poker in the last game.
Oh, come on!
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line, like the Krogan, can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
Yeah, that one's gonna be me.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep him in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
Okay, but now I kinda want to hear the original punchline.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
Okay, that takes care of that. I'm sure she kicked our ass both times, though. There's no way we beat her. We got our jellyfish now. You see them floating around in there.
Traynor, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately.
You're telling me.
Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you. They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
More so,
Humanity
actually.
has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed.
Its win rate is
the
going
Prime
way down
Minister's
now. We don't
dead.
work for
The
him.
line of succession is getting pretty
Hai
short.
Leng can't keep
How
up.
long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Yeah, you can't lose faith.
Leaders will rise.
That's the process.
Can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten.
Amen.
Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thessia. Commander,
They're sorry,
during your
homo.
tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties.
You knew it was coming,
Thanks for your
Shepard.
time, Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
Yeah, hail it back a few inches, woman. I got an Asari downstairs. They would beg to differ, and she has biotics. I'd be careful.
I think we're just fine in front of the camera.
Oh, did you think? Of course you did. Me and my big mouth.
That's definitely what you
I'd better
meant.
get out
Don't
of
play
here before
coy.
I send another wrong signal. See ya, Commander.
Yeah, you should leave. Streetwalker. Get to step in, bitch. Yeah, Liara would take very big exception to that, I believe.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
Let's see what James is after.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
Hopefully.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
Excuse me.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander?
Sorry, loco.
As far as I remember, I won the sparring session
Maybe I got some
downstairs,
things on
James.
my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What'd you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
I'm a soldier, Vega. And I wanted to be the best damn soldier I could be. It doesn't get better than N7.
So I hear.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do.
High expectations produce high
Yeah.
results.
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not 'cause I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone, and they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
For what it's worth, those decisions are the reason why they're commending you, right? You have to make those calls, and it was the right one. If Shepard died in the Omega-4 relay or something went wrong, the data he got would have helped a lot.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge.
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly.
Why am I not
We lost most
surprised?
of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
I'm not surprised. Cerberus was probably working with the collectors to try and get them to abduct more colonies to get Shepard on deck, right? Because we know the Elusive Man was trying to convince us, and we know that they just so happened to turn up in all these places that were extremely relevant to us, right? Freedom's Progress, Horizon with Ash. They always seem to be in the right place at the right time, and I'm sure the Elusive Man was setting that up.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And there's your
The
answer.
right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah.
The ability to stow it and
Before
make
you
those
joined the
decisions.
N7?
Yeah. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you.
Correct.
There's not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed, either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Absolutely.
Assuming we survive this, that's a no-brainer. You're a damn good soldier, Vega. Don't waste that opportunity.
I'll think about it. Seriously. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
I'm fine with
Of
that.
course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
You get used to
bad's
it
a
once
lot
you got
harder
your
than
own
it
ship.
looks.
I'll take your word for it. Thanks again, Loco.
Anytime.
Yeah, it's a fun little communication between the soldiers here. I actually like that they portray that, right? How they're all giving each other shit and prodding at each other, right? Soft beds. Anderson said we looked a little chubby since we've been off the Normandy for too long. I like all that stuff. It's a nice touch, I think.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
I will definitely do that. Alright, let's do the quick rounds, I guess. We'll go chit-chat to everybody around here real quick. We should probably check up on Ash, too. And maybe Dr. Chakwas finally has some brandy for us. We did say we'd make the drinking a tradition.
Damn, I could really use something to shoot right now. So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes?
Something about leather seats.
Leather seats?
Yep.
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil.
Liked them before they were cool, huh?
The thing is that you kicked their asses. And also that Ash aced the don't shoot your commander portion of the Normandy reinstatement test.
I get that there's gonna be some bad blood here because she didn't join up and she was a bitch on Horizon, but everybody gotta be a little chill about this. She's with us now, and it's another Spectre.
Go easy on Ash. She's been through a lot.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer, nearly getting the council killed.
He's
That's
not wrong.
gonna look good on the yearly performance review.
Yeah, he's not mistaken.
Commander.
Hello, Shepard.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
Yeah, so now all we need is a gun that fires Thresher Maws.
I'm sure we'd be able to make that.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating. The Reapers are more fallible than they proclaim.
You have schematics for that,
Despite
Edie.
its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to reassess the probable period of time before I am non-functional.
You worried about your
You're
death?
worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers. But I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Shoot.
Here we go again.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
That's a deep one. Yeah, that's a tough one to answer because I'm not the correct person to be answering this question. I have a lot of biases against AI. I think it's a terrible idea. But given that Edie is what she is and she has advanced to the point she has, I suppose she kind of has free will at this point, right?
It's not that different from organic life.
Yes, it
A
is.
free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations.
That's not quite what
My
that boils
purpose is
down
not so
to.
clear. The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are the Geth and the Reapers.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do, good deeds we accomplish, love.
I see. I will search my files on the biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest.
Just about every human in history.
It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
Shepard, I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
Well, that should gain us more loyalty with her on the ship, right?
Are you and Ashley okay? The last time she saw that body, it wasn't exactly pleasant.
I have informed her of the situation. She is taking it well.
Good.
As well as can be expected,
Hello,
at
Shepard.
least.
Commander?
Okay, so we are gonna go chit-chat to Admiral Anderson, and then I guess I'll go down to the other places on the Normandy. We'll talk to Ash, Garrus, Liara, and then we'll go take care of that Volus Ambassador.
Commander.
I'll do some editing to speed this up if we need to. I'll try and keep this one down to a minimum. I know the last one was like an hour and 10 minutes, so I'll try and make this one a little more succinct if I can. Just want to keep all this stuff going logically.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Torians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
Take it much further than another day.
But not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit and runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, The Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
I'll work on getting you some more. And the Quarians want to talk to us, so if we bring the Quarians to board, then I'm sure that'll help get the rumor mill stirring some more morale too. We're not going to bother reading this, it's just the ex-engineers that she was talking about getting for us. Alright, so let's hit the crew deck real quick. We'll talk to Liara. I think we have some of those points to spend too for Reaper Tech. I think we got a free upgrade coming our way.
Commander.
The Volus Ambassador should be a quick little quest, but it is important. That's gonna net us some more war assets and a old familiar face. And you see right down here now, Thane Krios added to the memorial wall.
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind, the Citadel almost falls, and you almost had to put down a friend.
Got a little tense there.
If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
If they hadn't backed down? Yes. This war is bigger than any one person.
I'll be sure to remember that next time we have a disagreement.
It ain't like that, Garrus.
Still, I'm glad Ash didn't have to join Caden.
I'm glad to.
Losing one was enough.
Indeed. Lost two, technically, with Thane. Morden as well.
Good to have Ash back. We can always use a friendly gun. Good to have Ash back.
On that, we
can
agree
always use a friendly
wholeheartedly.
gun.
Speaking of,
Good to see you. Good to see you.
good to see you too. Yeah, so at least we know we won't have to spend too much time chit-chatting there. Where's everybody else at? We got Chakwas and Liara. That's all we have to do on this deck. And I don't think James and Cortez will have anything, but I mean, obviously we'll check, but I don't think they'll have anything.
Per your orders,
Here's our Volus Intelligence. We got power damage bonus or a health bonus.
but it would still be weeks before we could attempt to position any agents in their personal staff.
Get a little more health, I think, actually, between this. Actually, no.
Postpone those deployments.
What about concussive shot? I forgot that we're using that as a mainstay.
Doctor.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
Audio recording from Councillor Gugia's Senate office. Secretary Phillips, the emergency fund's gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here. Not with the prices their captains are asking for. What about the military? They left an hour ago. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. Did they? Yes, sir. Here. This a passkey, sir? And an inventory? Phillips, I am authorizing you on behalf of this city's senate to seize any and all EZO stockpiles in our treasury, in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. These look like private stockpiles, senate members' stockpiles. I'm foregoing re-election. Now get us those ships. Yes, sir. Yeah, so he spat in the face of all his donors to get his people off board. Good man. That's the first politician in this game we've seen actually do the right thing. Impressive.
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Makes sense.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel
Tactus
docks
sounds
look
like
to
a
him for
Turian.
leadership. Thank you, Commander.
Should have a pretty good
With access
relationship
to
with the
their
Turians, I
equipment and
think.
materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
That'll come in. Cool.
It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the
We'll get on
Citadel
that.
refugees.
Yeah, Tactus is a Turian name, so I'm sure he'll see reason. Duty and honor and all that. Alrighty, so let's hit in here first.
My board is green.
Shepard. Commander.
Very good. I don't think Allah's will have anything, but we'll check. May as well do the whole rounds.
Citadel in flames. A brazen attack by Cerberus, repelled by C-Sec.
And the first human Spectre.
Commander Shepard. How did Cerberus get in? Where was the Citadel fleet? Find out in a battlespace exclusive. Commander.
Fair enough. Let's see what Javik has to say about the Cerberus situation. I'm sure he wants to toss them all out of an airlock. Be the smart boy. I'd gladly put a bullet in the elusive man's head at this point.
Traitors are the worst form of enemy.
I would agree.
In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve.
Damn.
Your politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had no...
Javik's medieval.
Her death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated.
I love that. Only one enemy, Reapers. No others will be tolerated. I love that line.
I would like to visit the Citadel sometime.
You
when
can.
it is not infested with traitors.
We're there pretty often.
I've heard about the Kyleng human you encountered. It is good to have a name for the enemy I will enjoy killing most.
Oh, you're pissed about Thane too, huh?
Yes.
I imagine he would be kind of involved with Thane, right? I mean, he read his memories, he knows all about but the kind of man he was. To a certain extent, deeper than we did, because he has his actual emotions and memories inside him.
Never thought I'd be doing a combat drop onto the Citadel. I can't believe Udina.
We live in exciting times.
The other races, huh? That last mission on Novaria shows why I love the Kodiak.
All you did was drop them off and bugger out. How are you proud of that?
I seem to remember being shot at the whole time, and everyone coming back in one piece, Mr. Vega.
Yeah, next time park it and come join the party, Esteban.
Doesn't hurt to go over the weapon roster one more time.
James, you got any commentary on Thane or anything?
Hey, Commander.
He doesn't.
I knew Udina was a dirty bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. This whole war is loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
Why would they start now? They never had before.
Sure, but... what's the point?
You're
Look,
not
just
wrong.
so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Smart man.
Fair enough.
Do you hear that hum?
I
Is
do.
that just me?
It's not just you. There's definitely a hum in the ship.
Good to see you, Commander.
Good to see you too. Alright. Let's hit the CIC one more time. We'll check our message terminals. No messages here that are unread. That's a beautiful sight to behold. Okay, so I am going to go scan any new systems that might have shown up in the galaxy. And then I guess we'll come on back to the Citadel and take care of that. But I will edit out the interim stuff while I scan all this stuff. So I will catch you guys when we have wrapped up what's new in the galaxy. Alrighty, so just 2 systems to scan for now. We did just take care of 2 systems. We got the Valhalla Threshold and then the Asari world. So we have 2 quests to turn in back when we get on the Citadel, as well as doing the Diplomat quests. So we took care of the Athena Nebula, that's at 100 now, and we took care of the Valhalla Threshold. I'm going to hold these for when we actually go there. I mean, Wasteland we already did, that's the Scientist quest, but I'm going to hold this when we actually go in there, and then I'll scan anything relevant there. So let us quickly head on to the Citadel. We'll do the Volus Diplomat, we'll turn in those quests, and maybe talk to somebody if she's there. I'm not sure if she will be. But that quest is all set up now because we've got the dossier on Kyleng, so it might be about time to talk to a certain somebody. We'll see. Obviously, that's Dry Dock now, and then that would be Arya to Lurk. Start with the Alliance docks.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
The embassies is where we want to start, I believe.
Navigation is becoming increasingly difficult due to the number of refugee ships in the docking area.
Yeah, I bet. As the Reapers progress, now they're all over Asari space too. I'm sure it's a real big shit show trying to deal with any of that.
Forces have killed the last invading forces.
Let's see. I don't remember where those specific quests are for, so I'm just going to kind of run around here as we do our little quests on the Citadel and just chit-chat to everybody. This big guy is going to give us a quest eventually, but it seems like we don't have it yet. You messed me up last time, so let me stay out of your way, actually. You're going to have another dialogue, but we won't listen to the whole thing. We'll just get the proc. I don't know if she has a Spectre Requisitions terminal or not, so we'll just grab it and then move on. And I guess they're probably, based on what Anderson and everybody else has been saying, I guess there won't be another human counselor. They're just not looking to elect a new one. I mean, I can't blame them, right? I would feel much the same way.
Spectre status recognized. Please be aware that this area is under surveillance.
Spectre terminal location for Din Korlak. Volus Ambassador Din Korlak's current location is unknown. Biometric analysis does not detect him in any public location at this time. His last known position was an office suite near the human embassy. Anything down here? No. Still undecided on whether I'm gonna buy the Typhoon or the Piranha or the Matic clone. Haven't decided yet. Because whenever we do the Shore Leave DLC, there's a really good assault rifle there called the Lancer, and that's gonna be the best AR for me. Fully automatic, which helps with the incendiary rounds. They'll get burnt real quick, so. Alright, I would recommend saving here before you start this quest, because things can go wrong and it can break, so.
Was the Volus Ambassador here earlier?
Yes, he was, Commander.
I need in. Spectre business.
I'll unlock the office when you're ready.
Ready as I'm gonna be. See what we have here.
You've never been this uncooperative with us before, Ambassador.
That's because you were actually doing some good in the galaxy before.
Has that changed? How many colonies would be gone if we hadn't taken action against the Collectors?
Too many. But fighting the Alliance
must continue in order to end the war. We understand it took a lot for you to reach out to Cerberus, Ambassador Korlak. We ask that you trust us a little longer.
They think that the war with the Reapers will end if they defeat the Alliance.
You people are monsters!
Ambassador, please.
Hundreds dead. Udina betraying the Council. I should have cut ties with you ages ago.
And what will that accomplish now? The risks you took by passing information to Cerberus. It's left you in an interesting position.
And there's the stick.
We can't protect you from the consequences.
I have no time for
Which
this.
basically means you're not walking away, because if you do, we'll pass the information along, and you'll die, or we'll kill you anyway. Why you can never cross the line in the first place.
I'm still working for Cerberus. They've put a price on my head.
He did get one of their ships
I
jumped.
can't go to CSEC, but Cerberus has plans. An entire Turian colony rests on my life. If anyone finds this, I hid a tracking receiver in the office suite beside the human embassies.
See it under the desk there in the cutscene.
What are you...
Just got jumped.
Cerberus has them everywhere nowadays.
Zaid.
You're gonna go on about them all night.
Just get the car up here quick. Little bastard's even heavier than he looks.
Zaid?
Surely he wouldn't be doing this if he knew what was going on here.
How long till we killed Korlak?
Once the credits go through. Was beginning to think you weren't interested in the money.
I'm not. Because Korlak worked for Cerberus? What'd they do to you? None of your goddamn business. He waking up?
This is Commander Shepard. Can you hear me?
So Zaid is actively fighting Cerberus.
I can hear you.
Tell me where you are.
We're still near the Presidium. CSEC will check Selkish arms when they realize I'm missing. They won't give a damn when they realize you sold them out to Cerberus. Wait. Cerberus is planning to attack a colony that...
Stay calm. Help's coming.
Galkish arms. Thankfully,
Zaid used to work for
I
Cerberus.
couldn't know why this
Ask him
is.
Why? Why go after your old employer, Zaid? Now you know my name all of a sudden.
Good question.
That is a good question. Trying to drop some hints here for him. But this quest always ends in the same way. There's a door on that side, and a door on this side. Whichever you check first is the wrong one, and you gotta beeline it all the way back to the other one. So, you want to hit this real fast, and if it doesn't work, you immediately spin and go to the other one.
Damn, wrong door.
Right about now.
He needs you alive to stop Cerberus.
Cerberus is after a Turian colony. Kill me, and they get it.
Drop my name.
Shepard's investigating. He's a recent acquaintance. How recent? Very. Shit. All right, I'm listening.
Been a while, Zaid.
Shepard. Glad I wasn't just making an ass of myself over a hunch.
I did try to drop hints.
Undisciplined bastards. This is what I get for signing up at the last minute.
Where's Korlak?
I'm here, Commander. You saved my life. I almost died because the Turians thought I was still with Cerberus.
Did those mercs hurt you?
I'm fine. They wanted me alive until the fees were delivered for my capture. They didn't care about what I had to say.
You kept mentioning
Sounds
a
like
colony
mercenaries.
Information
No offense,
on the
Zaid.
Turian planet's defense system. They'll strike soon.
You could use Zaid for the war effort. He's a
If I
hell of
tell
a
you
soldier.
which planet they're attacking, Cerberus will know I turned traitor. Turned? You already betrayed your own people.
Correct.
We saved your life. Tell us what planet you put in danger.
I can offer a bargain.
That's not gonna happen.
Volus bombing fleet. In tactical terms, it's worth far more than a colony.
Or you could give us both.
Yeah, you can do the right thing, little guy.
You can warn the Turians there'll be an attack, Commander. That should be general enough to ward off suspicion.
No. You're gonna fix this. You're gonna fix your traitorous bullshit. And since you already told me about the bombers, I'll take those too. And if you don't, I'll let Zaid kick your ass. How about that?
You tried to do the right thing before. It failed because you trusted the wrong people. Now here's your chance to make up for it. You're giving us Volus support, and you're going to help us make Cerberus pay for using you.
I can't.
You can.
Waste of everyone's time trying to appeal to a Volus' better nature, Shepard. Aphis. The colony's name is Aphis. Cerberus wants its shipyards.
And the bombing fleet?
Yes, it's yours, Commander. I'll speak with Citadel security about this incident.
See that you do.
You have my thanks.
He always did have a chip on his shoulder.
Zaid, what are you doing here?
Later. C6 on their way. Won't be too pleased with the mess we left them. Catch up with me at the docks if you like.
Yeah, and that's gonna send him on down to the docking bay, the holding area. So let's see. Scientist is in the bank. That's where we have one thing for. And we do got the Volus bombing fleet now too. So let's go turn in the thing we got for the scientist. I believe this one is the rings that she wanted. I think that's this one.
I think I know which project you mean. And I've got a
Never mind, this is the statues.
Bay D24.
Commander Shepard, that's excellent news. I'll have it sent to that project right away. Thank you so much for your help.
Keep in mind, by the way, one thing I'd like to point out about that is that it's illegal under Asari rules, as the first people who found the Citadel. They made it illegal to have any Prothean relics hidden. Well, what is Prothean relics being hidden in top secret facilities in Asari space doing, if it's so illegal, under their own rule? We just yoinked Prothean statues from an Asari colony world that was kept under wraps by, she said it herself, right? She said that the reason it's kept under wraps in the top secret project is because they were still studying them, but they found out about the Crucible and figured they could help us. Why do they have secret Prothean statues that they aren't sharing with the galaxy, when they're the ones that decided to make that illegal? See, the Asari like to put up a good front, but they're not above board like they pretend to be. They're actually quite the opposite. Between Arya to Lurk and all the slaving that goes on behind closed doors, the indentured servitude on Ilium, putting hits out on people.
Hello, Shepard.
Playing dirty in the bed sheets to get like political advancements. I'm sure there's been many of Volus, a Krogan, a Turian, and human all fell and prey to the comforting nature of Asari, shall we say. It's funny how they try to portray themselves a certain way, even with the Ardat Yakshi, right? Keep that a secret, outlaw being purebloods, try and get that dirty laundry from ever happening again. It's all the same crap. They're just as dirty as everybody else. In fact, sometimes, depending on your perspective, okay, the View Index Soldier is the next one. Depending on your perspective on certain things, sometimes they're even worse, because, I mean, the humans aren't hiding any Prothean tech. What we found on Eden Prime, we directly passed on to the Citadel Council, because we knew there'd be trouble if we didn't, and we wanted a seat on the spot, right? That's galactic unity and cooperation. The Asari aren't even doing that crap. They're the ones that invented that rule, and they're not helping anybody, keeping it all for themselves. And we're going to get more on that later too. It's not just those statues, but that one is a nice little hint on things to come. James is over there. Looks like he's getting a tattoo.
James?
Commander, what brings you down here?
I was about to ask you that.
Well, after our little chat, I made up my mind. I'm gonna join the N7
He's trusting a Batarian to tattoo him too.
By getting a tattoo?
Brave man.
Sort of. See, there's no official channels to go through right now. So, I guess this is my way of making it official. Technically, I'm just an N7 recruit, but, you know, I figure with you as my training officer, how could I fail? Right?
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't exactly say I'm training you.
Not officially, but what the hell is in this goddamn war? I'm
cool
just saying,
tattoos.
whether you like it or not, you're my direct superior, and you're N7. So I take my lead from you, and you know, I'll take whatever advice you got.
Really?
Sure. The good advice.
Well, they wouldn't ask you if they didn't think you could handle it.
Here's hoping.
But the real work starts now.
Uh-huh. I know it seems like I don't take things seriously, but when I commit to something, I fully commit.
Clearly.
Hey, I won't let you down.
The only person you need to prove yourself to is the one standing in the mirror every morning.
Good point.
You know, that's gonna sting for a few days. You gonna be ready for duty?
Well, I'm not looking forward to slapping my armor back on, but I'm always ready.
Glad to hear it.
Ah! Careful!
What happens when you let a Batarian tattoo you?
What the hell are you looking at?
Nothing. Nothing.
Beef with the Batarians?
Wondered if you'd show up, Shepard. Figured you'd be too busy recruiting goddamn armies for this war you're in charge of.
I could always use more help.
I'll bet. I've seen footage of what happened on Earth. Tell you what, I'll see if some old contacts of mine are still around. Can't promise you anything, but if enough of them are still breathing, I can lend a hand.
Can't think of a better soldier to be on the battlefield for us in those dirty situations.
Works from Omega. Signed on with them when I heard they were making a hit on Cerberus. Should have studied the job longer.
Who were those people you were with?
Bunch of mercs from Omega.
Okay, so we can't get to the bottom of why he's actually waging war on those mercs, unfortunately, but... Yeah, I wonder what they did to piss him off. Maybe they took a stab at him after he left too, because technically our entire crew pieced out on Cerberus after we were no longer there, so I'm sure they probably put hits out on everybody. You know, they did on Miranda and Kelly, so I'm sure Zaid's no exception. And we still don't know what's happening to Jacob. He hasn't been around. I think the soldier was here.
Now arriving at docking bay.
Yeah, I think he's on the left, right before the Normandy. If I remember correctly.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant.
And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special...
I recovered Prothean data drives from Garvug. I'll have them brought here.
Commander Shepard, thank you. I'm sure that'll help with, any operation we have going.
Can neither confirm or deny that, soldier. Alright, so let's quickly go over this. Nothing. Okay. Oh no, Tactus. My mistake. We gotta talk to the Turian. I almost forgot to do that. Whoops. That's why we go over the map. We gotta get those medical supplies for Chakwas. Damn, that would have been bad if I forgot that. I don't know how long that sticks around for. We're a little ways away from the next priority mission that would cut it off, but if I forget to do it when I first get it, I'm forgetting to do it. As much as I keep notes for the Let's Play series, as we progress through them, I'm not confident in my ability to recheck them like 3 days later. Especially when the episodes start all blurring into one. This is like my 7th episode I've recorded today, I think. We've been hustling for a couple hours now, so I imagine Tactus is gonna be... That's not where I thought you'd be. I thought you'd be in the other section.
I recognize you. You're Commander Shepard.
And you must be Tactus. Heard the refugees consider you their leader.
Yes, someone needs to sort out this mess. CSEC has tightened access to the Citadel, and we've got desperate people down here with no place to go.
I also hear you need basic medical supplies. Dr. Chakwas spoke of a mutually beneficial trade.
I tried to be clear. In my experience, the Alliance looks out for their own. Trust is a hard thing to come.
How is that your experience, given what's happening on Palaven?
I know you need our military supplies, but they're worth far more than your basic meds. Her offer wasn't satisfactory.
Your people need our supplies, and my people need every edge we can get. Your combat-grade meds will make a difference, and our mission may just save everyone. Now is not the time for pettiness or mistrust.
With our day-to-day worries, it's easy to forget we are all in this together. I'll have my people contact yours. You'll have your supplies as soon as possible.
Very good. And again, I figured the Turian would see a reason. They're just like that, right? Honor and duty and all that stuff. I understand why he was trying to bargain to get a better deal for his people, but this is a coalition. We need to all be cooperating. We have what he needs, he has what we need. Perfect. Literally the perfect situation for us to just work together and drop the bullshit. And if there's anyone you can trust to do that and drop the bullshit, it's definitely Turians. So we'll go back to the Normandy, we'll turn that into Chakwas, and then we'll wrap up the episode. Yeah, I hope these Citadel ones are still interesting with the commentary I have and all that stuff. I know it can be a little tedious running around here doing all this stuff. I felt it too the first time I played, but hopefully I'm yapping enough in the interims and talking about some interesting topics. I do think they're all worth doing. You'd like to speak with me down in the med bay? That's good. No new messages. And we'll go right down there and talk to Chakwas. Yeah, it is worth doing all this. There's so many little things to touch on.
Have Ash back. We can always use it.
There's so many moving parts here in this game that if you don't do what I'm doing, then you miss out on so much of the meat and potatoes of Mass Effect 3 and all the little payoffs that they have along the way. So it's a reassign powers. We don't need that.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Glyph.
Very good.
So, Udina finally went over the edge. I never really liked the man. Now I know why.
Seems like he rubbed pretty much everybody the wrong way.
Commander.
Alright, let's go hit Liara's thing before we wrap up. We'll see what she has for us over there. And we got Medigel capacity increased, so that was worth it. Liara's just around the corner, so we may as well.
Excellent find, Commander.
Med-Bay Surgery. The minor surgery will erase all scarring from your cybernetic implants. If you forego any cosmetic improvements, you will instead get a small boost to your health. Yeah, we'll take the health boost because we already cured our scars completely in ME2, so no reason not to get that.
Information network terminal has been updated.
Perhaps we can talk later.
And we have a list of recent purchases by Zaid Masane. So he's been buying grenades, some ammo, some Medigel, Firestone fuel for the flamethrower, some armor plating, some Hani Kadar field rations, some weapon repair kits, so he's finally repairing his old faithful assault rifle, a Mount Milgram triple distilled 45-year-old whiskey, 2 bottles, and some rifle parts for the discontinued Avenger. Yeah, so he is fixing his old gun up. Alright everybody, that is the perfect spot to wrap this one on up, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and we'll get back into the main series of quests next time. Take care everybody, have a great day.